Make it? So bad. Better get a doctor. Yeah, take a wagon.
Frank Slater, just feel falling?
Yeah. First time I've seen them within shouting distance of each other for a long time. Get moving.
Yeah.
Saw the buzzards. Thought I'd come over and see what the bad news was.
Figured you'd know.
What does that mean?
Means the nesters aren't satisfied with one steer for the table anymore. Now they're stealing whole herds.
Pretty quick to blame the nesters, aren't you, Slater?
Oh, you're not much more than a nester yourself.
Don't call me that. I don't have to
All right,
take
that's enough. The both of you. Come on now.
Is he hurt bad?
Yeah, I sent House for a doctor, but
We went on down the ravine. Tracks on both sides. They split the herd.
The way I make it, there were 4 of them, sometime last night.
Well, I've had enough. Is the Cattlemen's Association going to do something about it or not?
well, we'll have a meeting tomorrow night at the Ponderosa.
Takes more than meetings, Ben. The association better hire somebody to stop this rustling, or I'm going to do it with my own men. I have to burn out every nester in Nevada. Strong because I've got a lot to lose. I know the small spreads are hurting too, but where they losing 1 head, I'm losing 4. More than 50 head a month, and I'm losing men too. Now, you saw what they did to Ryan out on the range yesterday. And if he dies, you can add murder to the charge. So we've got to do something about it. We've got to bring a man in here to stop it, and I've got just the man.
Very good idea. I like that.
You fight fire with fire, Ben.
Fire is contagious. So is killing. I've seen it happen much too often. All right. It's been proposed that this association hire a range detective to eliminate rustling. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Pa, you mind if I say something?
It's all right with the members of this association?
You volunteering, Joe?
No, not me, Mr. Slater, but I think I've got a good man for the job. Dan Logan.
Dan Logan?
Yeah, he's a good hand. Scouted for the Army. Marshaled a couple of tough towns, always used his head.
He's one of your own men, isn't he?
Look, I just think Dan Logan would be a good man. He did a fine job in Tucson and Wickenburg.
I don't care who you get. Just so as he works on a fee system.
That's really asking for trouble, Frank.
$300 for every rustler brought in, tried and convicted, or brought in dead.
All in favor?
wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Anita?
What is it? Have you been drinking? Let me smell your breath.
Not a drop.
Are you going to stand there and grin all day?
Well, how do I look? Any different?
What?
I've been deputized, range detective.
What's that?
That's me, Miss Levis, and you better watch your step. $40 a month.
Is that all? You make that at the Ponderosa.
Ah, but there's a little bonus, too.
Are you going to tell me?
I get $300 for every rustler I arrest and they convict.
Is it dangerous?
It's nothing I can't handle.
Oh, take good care of yourself, Dan.
Oh, Anita, listen, nothing can happen to me as long as I've got you. Except maybe get rich with all these rustlers running around. Oh, think of it, honey. California, a new life. Chance to start all over again.
Don't expect it to be any different in California, Dan. I don't.
Oh, it will be. You'll see, especially if we've got money.
I don't think money can buy what you want.
How am I going to make wages when I have to waste time tracking you?
Hey, you and your Indian tricks. Where'd you learn that one?
Yeah, Apaches down White Mountain way. Men can learn a lot from Apaches.
I imagine. What you doing out here?
My job, picked up trail of some cows.
No strays?
Shod horses pushing them, moving off Ponderosa grass.
Come on, let's go.
That's my job, Joe.
My cattle, Dan. Come on, let's go.
We'll wait here a while. Some jerky?
Yeah, sounds good. Whatever made you give up being a lawman anyway, Dan? You're good at it.
The towns were getting too rough, Joe. And the killing. You kill a man that takes something out of your own life.
Well, what makes you take this job, then?
Oh, it's not the same. I don't have to kill to get paid. I just bring the rustlers in and let the jury decide what happens. It means $300 to me for every conviction. I've got somebody I want to spend it on. I'm moving west, Joe. Settling down. Well, now. What do you think?
Well, could be somebody warming their hands.
Well, they're branding irons.
All right, just hold it right like that, boys. Joe, take a look at the brand on that cow.
Ponderosa.
Well, now, you boys got a bill of sale for those animals?
No better than that, Logan.
All right, boys, get your horses.
How do I look?
Tolerable?
Is that all? Well, I'm not going.
Ah, wait a minute. Now, you're beautiful. You know it. Haven't I told you that before?
Yes, but I'm too smart to believe you. You don't look so bad yourself.
I love you, Anita. Virginia City's in for a big treat.
You never give up, do you?
want me to.
Those rustlers are in trouble. You're the most stubborn man I've ever seen.
You bet I am. Look, you hang on tight. I want everybody to know that you are my girl.
Where are we going?
Anita, we're going to the Palace Hotel. We're going to order a couple of the biggest steaks in the house, and then a bottle of champagne. Imported French champagne.
Don't, Dan, please.
Who does she think she is?
It isn't her, it's me. You ought to know that by now. You only look at me, Dan. She sees me.
Anita, I'm tired of hearing you talk like that.
Don't be upset, honey. I'm used to it. Women, ladies always know. I don't know how. I'm not cut out for ice cream socials and sewing bees. They know it and I know. So let's go back.
You can't spend the rest of your life in 2 rooms on D Street.
Why not?
Because I want more for you.
It won't work, Dan. I've tried it before. Now we both know this is my side of the street. Why don't you let me go back to work?
Don't you ever say that again.
I'm not the kind of girl for the dreams you dream.
Oh, Anita, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Listen, honey, I've got $1,200 coming for bringing the Kells brothers in. Let's go somewhere else and we'll start all over again.
Okay. You talk to me about it when you get the $1,200.
Don't seem right to leave without not thanking the jury.
Maybe we ought to send them a cow.
Bartender, I'll buy a drink. Fill up Mr. Logan, too. I'll leave the bottle. Too bad about that verdict. That jury almost picked your pocket. The trouble is, any jury you get around here is going to do the same thing. Oh, you should have brought those boys in over their saddles. You'd have, what, $1,200 in your pocket right now if you had.
Well, that's plain enough. You speaking for the Cattlemen's Association?
I was just wondering if you were going out again. Or did you decide to give it up?
Well, the rustlers must be wondering the same thing. I'll just let you wonder, too.
Will that be all, Mr. Slater?
I'll leave the bottle. I'm just getting started.
Another hung jury. Those rustlers were as good as free before the trial even started. You know, the judge didn't even bother to thank that jury. I guess he thought they'd get enough thanks from the Kells brothers.
Well, what now?
I'm going to bring in so many rustlers they'll get tired of turning them loose.
I didn't know there were that many.
There's plenty. One even got on today's jury. It'll be different next time. I'll have so much evidence the jury will be afraid to let him go.
Rustlers are going to try and kill you, Dan.
I know that.
And with our luck, it's just liable to happen. Dan, look at me. Take a good look. I'm not worth getting killed for.
If anybody gets killed, Anita, it won't be me.
Hey, boys. Right over here. The drinks are on me.
No, thanks, Slater.
What'll it be, men?
One beer for me.
Beer.
3 beers.
You see Dan Logan around?
Yeah, he was here earlier. Took off about an hour ago.
Got any idea where he went?
Well, he has a lady friend up on D Street.
I didn't know there were any ladies up on D Street.
I think I'm gonna look for him. He needs some cheering up after the verdict.
You coming back?
Yeah, wait for me.
Hi, Joe.
Mr. Hill?
Hi, Jess.
Candy? Hi, boss.
Jess, how are you?
Good. What'll you have? Whiskey, please.
Well, well. Jess. You're just the man I want to see. I got some business with you.
Only my friends call me Jess. And it'll be a cold day when I do business with you.
Yeah, well, I didn't say you were going to like it. The fact is, I don't think you will like it.
If there's anyone I like less than Frank Slater sober, it's Frank Slater drunk.
Jess, take it easy. There's no sense in starting trouble.
Well, I'm going to move some of my stock up on the West Fork Range. I need the water.
You are drunk.
Look, I'm only telling you so that you can move your scrubs off of there before I move on.
I'll make soap out of the first big tea cow I see.
That's open range, Hill.
Slater. Cattlemen's Association ain't gonna let you do that.
And I'm not either. I got a lease now.
Well, I'm breaking it. You cow-stealing nester.
Now wait right there.
Take it easy, Jess.
Yeah. Both of you take it easy.
I'm tired of him calling me a rustler. Make your play, Slater. Or back down.
Slater. Don't let booze do your thinking for you.
Well, what's it gonna be?
I'm sorry. I was hoping it was Dan.
Oh, he's not here then, huh?
No, he left a while ago.
Well, look, if he comes around, would you tell him Joe Cartwright was looking for him?
Of course.
Thank you.
Mr. Cartwright, can I talk to you a moment? It's about Dan.
Sure.
It's the verdict.
Yeah, I knew he was pretty upset about it.
Can I get you something? A drink, coffee?
No, thank you. I missed Dan after the trial. Do you have any idea where he is?
No, he went out of here mad. I've never seen him so angry. I don't know what he might do.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think he'll be all right.
Don't be so sure. That verdict meant an awful lot to him. He had plans, you know.
Does that mean I'm going to get a chance to wear my new suit and throw a little rice?
Do I look like the kind of girl you'd bring home to Mother? Oh, come on, Mr. Cartwright. Don't be so uncomfortable. Huh? You'll spoil my reputation. I'm supposed to make men happy.
Yeah, well, apparently you make Dan happy.
Let's say I don't mean him harm. Did he tell you that he had plans to go away and start all over?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the trail. Sounded like a pretty good idea to me.
Sure, if that's what you want.
Well, you make it sound like it's not what you want.
I've been around a long time. It's a little bit late to start over, don't you think?
No, I don't think so.
Dan doesn't think so either. You know, he took a look at me one day and saw a girl standing by a fireplace in polka dots, waiting for him to come home. What he got was me.
I think you look real good in polka dots.
No, I don't think it fits my complexion. Well, anyway, it's over. The jury took care of that. Maybe I ought to be doing what the Kells brothers are doing. Rustling cattle.
You better be careful. Dan will be after you. Good night.
Good night.
Still spending money, Ike? Big T-brand. Frank Slater's not gonna like you. Matter of fact, you boys don't leave any brand alone, do you?
Logan, how'd you know I was here?
I got my ways, Ike.
Won't do any good. Jury just turned me loose again.
And then I'll just bring you right back in again. Simple as that. Now get these hides together. You're gonna bring in the evidence that'll put you away.
What's up, Logan?
I just brought Ike Kells in. He's dead. This has been fired 3 times. He tried to take me when my back was turned. But his luck and his aim were both bad. I'll be in the saloon if you want me.
Kill you, Logan.
Get out of here, Billy, before I turn you over my knee. Now get this straight, Billy, because I'm only going to tell you once. Your brother tried to kill me. His gun was out of the holster before he was shot. Don't make me kill you, Billy.
Left, Logan. You can't take all 3 of us. We'll get you.
Dad. Dan? Dan, what's the matter? Honey, you don't look right. Are you sick or something?
I'm fine.
Would there be any trouble?
It was self-defense.
Who was it?
Ike Kells. Blood money.
You did what you had to do.
That doesn't make me like it any better.
Money doesn't care how you earn it. I don't either.
He drew first.
Does that make any difference?
You reckon Logan saw us?
Yeah.
You think he'll take the bait?
I don't know why not. A blind man couldn't miss the trail we left.
Up here, boys.
Well,
They're up to their old tricks again, Clem.
what about Barney?
Why he got away?
I hope you brought some evidence. I'm tired of turning rustlers loose in the cell.
Well, they got a whole herd bottled up in a draw near Slater's place. If that isn't enough, they tried to ambush a duly appointed officer of the law.
Looks like you need a doctor, son, and a lawyer. I'll get you the doctor.
He never even gave us a chance.
It's a better chance than you were giving me.
Do you have to do that?
Yes?
It's very annoying.
Well, you just have to put up with it. I'm doing it for you.
Don't do me any favors.
Now, why do you think I'm doing it?
Cleaning your gun? It must be dirty.
Well, you know what I mean. Why do you think I took this job?
Why? You answer that, and maybe I'll know why you took a job hunting down men.
Because I need you, Anita. I love you.
Love? My love doesn't cost that much.
Who is it?
Frank Slater.
Frank, I don't want to talk to you now.
Worth $1,000 to you. Hello, Dan.
You said $1,000.
It's personal.
Well, I'm listening.
Jess Hill is stealing my calves.
Can you prove that?
See for yourself. You're wearing a badge. Take a run out to the West Fork Range and look at the young stock wearing fresh brands.
All right. What about the money?
Dead or alive. Of course, there's an extra $300 from the association if he's dead.
I'm Dan Logan. Is your daddy home?
Dan Logan, you're the one that brought in all those rustlers, aren't you?
Where's your father?
I'm Pete Hill.
Pete?
Hello, Dan.
I need to talk to you, Jess. Nice to meet you, son.
Same here.
Go about your choice, son. What's on your mind, Dan?
Frank Slater claims he's losing calves.
Go on.
He says he's losing them to you.
Slater's a liar.
When do you brand your young stock?
Roundup, same as everybody. Why?
Well, on the way over here, I saw a mother and a calf. The mother wore Slater's big T, and the calf was a fresh tumbling K. Now, it doesn't take much to change a big T into tumbling K.
Are you accusing me?
I'm being paid to stop rustlers. And I don't care if the rustlers are members of the association that pays me. Now, if you're doing it, you better get ready to stand trial or run or whatever suits you.
Pete!
Something wrong, pal?
Listen, Pete. I want you to ride over to the Ponderosa. Tell Ben Cartwright that I gotta see him. Tell him I'm afraid to leave. Tell him it's important. Take my horse. Get there as fast as you can.
You bet, Paul.
Son. Pete. Pete!
Give me a hand, fellas. What happened, Gus? My son, Pete. He's been shot. Pete, take it easy now.
Okay, careful.
Be careful with the shoulder.
Okay, wait. Give it just around here.
Right up here. It's all right. You're all right, Pete. You'll be okay.
Just what happened?
My son was shot.
He was just a kid.
How is he?
I don't know. Doc wouldn't let me stay.
How did it happen?
Dan Logan put 2 bullets in my son's back.
Did you see it?
I didn't have to see it. Pete was riding my Palomino and wearing my jacket. Logan thought that he was shooting at me.
Tell it from the beginning, Jess.
Well, he came out to my place, Logan. And he said he'd found some calves that had been branded. I mean, the brands had been changed. And he accused me of stealing cows. I sent Pete to get Ben Cartwright.
Just take your time, Jess.
If only I had gone myself. I found him out near that ridge on the West Fork. Ambushed. My son was ambushed. Now listen to me, everybody. Dan Logan shot my son for $300. Now you all know I don't have much. But I'll give it all to the man that brings him in. I want Dan Logan in jail. And if my son dies, God help me, I want him to hang.
Don't you see what you're doing?
We're with you, Jess.
I'm ready to ride out right now.
No one's riding anywhere unless I say so.
Now, you break it up. Go on home. If I need a posse, I'll let you know. Go on. Go on about your business, all of you.
Dan Logan never backshot anybody in his life. He'd never ambush anybody.
He has a girl in town. You know her?
I met her. Her name's Anita.
You know where she lives?
Yeah.
Oh, come in.
You know the sheriff?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my way to work.
I'm looking for Dan Logan. Where can I find him?
I wouldn't know. He's not here.
When'll he be back?
I don't know. He left on business. What's this all about?
What kind of business?
How do I know? Business. Frank Slater came by.
What did he want?
Oh, I was in the other room.
These walls are paper thin. What did they talk about?
I was asleep.
And how'd you know he was here?
I woke up.
You heard him.
No. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I mean. What do you want me to say?
Why don't you try the truth?
I'm telling the truth. Look, Sheriff, I don't know anything. I gotta go to work. I don't want to be late.
You won't get there at all unless you start cooperating.
Ask anybody. Anita cooperates.
All right, let's start all over. Slater was here last night. He talked with Logan. What about?
I don't know.
Get packed.
What for?
I'm going to float you out of town. You got just about 10 minutes.
Why?
I don't need a reason.
Oh, look, Sheriff. It was that cattleman's business. Rustling. $1,300 doesn't grow on trees. Now, Dan's been trying to...
Now, how's he going to make $1,300?
Well, isn't that what he does for a living? Bringing rustlers?
Gets paid $300 apiece. You said $1,300. Why?
I meant 300.
Get your stuff.
Can't I stay here? I don't have anywhere to go.
Tell me about last night. I'll give you 1 minute to make up your mind.
Frank Slater offered Dan Logan $1,000 to stop Jess Hill from rustling his cattle.
You can go to work now, Miss Lavis.
Anyone sees Logan, fire 3 shots in the air. The rest of us will catch up. The Cattlemen's Association's offered $1,000 reward. Another $1,000's been donated by Jesse's friends. Now, all of you know what Logan can do with a gun, so don't let this reward get in your eye. All right, let's go.
Right about where you're standing, Joe.
Is that another Apache trick?
Yeah. Comes in handy when you're back shooting kids.
I don't believe that.
You're the only one who doesn't. Shots came from somewhere near that gully over there. How is the kid?
He's got a good chance.
I hope so. Seemed like a nice kid when I met him.
Dan, the sheriff's looking for you.
I know. He's leading the posse I've been tracking.
You got a $2,000 reward on your head. You're gonna have to come into town with me. Sheriff's a fair man. He'll give you an even break.
He believes I did it. With $2,000 on my head, I'd never make it to town.
Dan, I'm gonna have to take you in.
You'll have to kill a friend to do it. Catch up to you sometime.
knife.
Come on, I'm trying to open the
Now that's what I call a good time.
Wait a minute, I thought you said we were going to be alone.
Get out of here, Charlie.
Well, look, I don't know who you think you are, but...
Get out. You went back to work.
Sheriff, he's in there.
Come on.
That Logan's in my house.
Yeah, I offered him $1,000. Why not? I want to see this rustling stopped. 300 wouldn't do it. I figured 1,000 would. But I didn't tell him to shoot anybody, especially not an 18-year-old boy.
He thought he was shooting at me.
We all know that, Jesse. Glenn, what kind of a bullet you take out of the boy's body?
44-40, same as Logan's.
All right, same as Logan, same as yours, same as mine. We've all got 44-40s.
So, what are you getting at?
Out by the ravine where the boy was shot, I found these shell casings.
44-40s. What about them?
Take a look at the primer.
They're scarred up. Probably a splintered firing pin.
Now's the firing pin on Logan's rifle.
This rifle never fired those shells.
Take a look at this one.
Firing pin split almost in half. Whose is it?
I just took it off of Frank Slater's horse.
Wait a minute.
Why? You tried to kill my son.
Hold it! Hold it! Slater, you and Logan are going to swap places.
What'd you do, Frank? Change the brand on your own cows? I'm sorry, Jesse.
So am I.
Thank you, Joe.
You sure you don't want to stick around, huh?
A lot of places I haven't seen yet, Joe.
Where you heading?
Nowhere. Anywhere.
Keep in touch.
Keep looking behind you. I'll catch up to you sometime.
Dan, I'm sorry.